take our seats.
Yeah, baby.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Well, I'm never prepared. I'm like never prepared. I'm like, okay, where's this? Where's that? Did I get this done? Where are we live? Did it go off? Is the music going? I'm supposed to have music going. I think Motley's going in the background. I got to get little headphones in. Little things, you know, so I can hear because I can't put it too loud on my speakers or else all hell breaks loose. Like, you know, get the reverb, right? Yeah, okay. There you go. See, I was trying to build excitement going into the open. That's what we're trying to do. But today, guys, it's Thursday. It's the last show of the week. So what we're doing, we got some good stuff today. Is AI taking a toll on society? I'm actually, because I worked in the stock market for a lot of years, we're taking a look at the stock market because a lot of things have been going not the right direction. Even I had a lot of friends ask me in October, what should I do? And I've been out of the stock market for a long time. So anyway, is AI finally taking a toll on society and the economics of society? We got to take a look at that. NVDA, Bitcoin. Have you seen Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin. It's broken support levels, some serious support levels. And it's, when you take that with layoffs and even the gig economy. But anyway, we're going to get to it. Lots of stuff. We're also, guys, Amazon has greenlit a new STARGATE series. Way to go, Amazon. I just released the STARGATE video 2 days ago. So that's coming. So right on. I think that's going to be pretty exciting. I hope they throw just a fraction of money that they threw at Rings of Power. Fund a good series. Give us a good sci-fi STARGATE series. Amazon's got the money, they got the distribution, right? So that's exciting. New STARGATE from Amazon. We're going to do a quick little snippet with the producer. We have got amazing new video from 3i Atlas, and not from NASA, not from anyone, but a backyard astronomer. It is shocking how far backyard astronomy can go when someone has a passion for it. We're going to look at that video. And then, of course, all the chit-chat that comes along with just doing a godless universe. You know what? Today, I think it's going to be it's going to be an interesting show. We're going to ramble about a few things. But if you're ready, man, Thursday, November 20th, 1 week from Thanksgiving. I gotta do this. Let's do it. All right. Oh, guys. So where do I start? You know, thank you. The studio audience is an absolute ruckus. So a little bit. So one thing I will. So on if you're, what are you doing on Christmas? What are you doing on Christmas? I will be streaming for 8 hours on Christmas Day. So if you got nowhere to go, nowhere to be, I will be here streaming for 8 hours on Christmas Day and 4 hours on Christmas Eve. I don't know the times, but I will post the times. If you're like me, I don't have family. Like I came from Europe. I was a refugee. I know they think that a white male cannot be a refugee. F you, I was. Okay. We fled Czechoslovakia when the Soviet bastards invaded in 1968, right? 1968. We fled to Vienna. I was 9 months old. We hit the shores of Vancouver. So all my family's in Europe. So if you want to spend Christmas hanging out with me, going to be some wine, probably a Christmas tree here somewhere else. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I will be Science Jesus. You know, I looked for the Yahoo YouTube extension for Science Jesus, and it was taken. I thought, damn, I really wanted to be Science Jesus. Maybe I still can. If I wear a robe on Christmas Day, got the beard, right? If I can be Science Jesus. Jeez, I got an implant removed yesterday. I got an implant removed. I could only eat yogurt for a few days. I wasn't supposed to work out, but I went to work out anyway. I didn't listen to the doctor. Don't work out. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Can I ask you guys a question? Seriously. Like, I don't know, guys, if there's like, look at this shirt. Okay. What size is this shirt? Look at this shirt. I am. So you ask, what size is the shirt? So you ask, how big is Danny, right? How big is Danny? If this was Hollywood, I'd say I'm 5'10". but because I got to be real about it, I'm 5'8.5", almost 5'9", and I'm 210 pounds. How big is this shirt? I just got it an hour and a half ago from Amazon. Seriously. I asked 2 people. They both said large. It's 3X. No, okay. It's 3X. I swear to God. Are men's clothes getting flippin' smaller? I ordered 2X and it didn't fit. So I had to order a 3XL. I would take it off and show you the tag. I kid you not. This is 3 frickin' XL. I'm not a big guy. Yes, I got big shoulders, right? I started kickboxing when I was 13 years old. I went into kickboxing for a few years. Yeah, I mean, I got, pretty big shoulders for a guy my size. But I mean, it's not, people do ask me, like, how do you work out your shoulders? Well, I mean, deltoids, like everyone else does. But, when you're boxing, right, you're always working that. So this is 3XL, guys. It's freaking bullshit. It's bullshit what they're doing. Like it's with inflation, right? The whole thing with inflation. So you buy a bag of chips, what used to be full, and now it's like, you open up the bag and you get like 12 chips for like $2. I mean, that's the, yeah. That's what happens. But this is, I swear to God, this is a 3 freaking XL. I am only 210 pounds, 5'8.5". 5'8.5". Who else is 5'8"? Do you know someone else who is 5'8"? Someone else who is also 58 years old? Anyone else? Do you know of anyone else? I'll tell you who else. Joe Rogan. That's right, Joe Rogan. So I've been putting it out there. I haven't contacted his people yet. Let me position this. Okay, so Joe Rogan is 58 years old. I am 58 years old. He is 5'8". I am 5'8". Maybe I got a half inch on him, okay? I got maybe 3/4 of an inch. I'm almost 5'9". A full 5'10" in running shoes, okay? So fuck you. I was a kickboxer, 8 years. Been, practicing my whole life. Granted, Joe Rogan has been doing it for a lot longer. But here's the thing. How would a normie do? I'm a normie, right? I'm just a normal guy who works out. Yes, I had some training, a few years training, which obviously without that training, this would not even be a thing. How would a guy like me in the ring with Joe Rogan? I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to contact his people. I'm going to see if he's willing to, if he's got the schnazzers to step in the ring with Danny Alex, Joe Rogan. Oh yeah, Joe Rogan. If he's got the guts to step in the ring with me, granted, I don't know jiu-jitsu. I mean, I did do a little, pull things and whatever in kickboxing, right? So that's, and I did learn from Willie DeWitt was a heavyweight silver medalist at the Olympics. And I did train with his boxing coach for about a year. So I got, good boxing fundamentals. I'm just thinking, would Joe Rogan, and maybe even it's not a full-on because he kicked my ass, right? Joe Rogan would probably kick my ass sideways. And that in itself would be entertainment. I know there's a lot of people that would pay to see Joe Rogan kick my ass. They'd pay big freaking money. Kind of sad, but maybe not that many people. But I'm thinking, so I'm going to contact his people. Joe Rogan v. Danny Alex. and see if there's I think it could be fun, even if it's just like from a workout perspective. Well, how is a normie compared to someone like Joe Rogan, right? I'm a normie. I'm Danny House. I'm just a normal guy who works out, done a little bit of boxing, kickboxing. But how would that work out between, even from a workout routine? Can I keep up with a guy like Joe Rogan? Even if it's, if we did 30 seconds, right? And believe me, guys, if you've never been in the boxing ring or kickboxing ring is way more painful. Boxing ring is painful enough. But if you've never been in, you think the headgear protects you? Go buy a set of headgear with 16-ounce gloves and tell your friend, punch me. See how that feels. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not. We've got, are you guys ready for, a week from today is Thanksgiving. A week from today, Thanksgiving in the United States. I don't know if I'm going to go, I might go live for about like 4 hours. I might do an extended show on Thanksgiving. So again, if you guys are bored, I'll just ramble and shoot the poop. We'll go we'll like search stuff and find Thanksgiving stuff to do. Well, we can't. I mean, anyway. So Thanksgiving it's a week from today. Hopefully, you guys are getting your poop together on that. What is that? So I did just 3i Atlas news, guys. 3i Atlas is strange, and it is next to the moon. I took a picture for you. Oh, okay. So Ray's, there's a new website which I'm gonna play. This guy's a backyard astronomer. It's Ray's Astrophotography. The guy is awesome, right? This is how I became a science nerd when I was a kid, 4 years old. I looked up at the stars. My dad bought me a telescope, and as a little weeder, that's how I started with science, right? Then it got into like Star Wars. I mean, I'm I was born in '67, so I think I was born in that time that was like the piece de la résistance of science fiction, because that's when science fiction was science fiction, right? They wrote science fiction for science fiction people, and Star Wars came out. Carl Sagan, Cosmos came out. But this guy, we're going to watch one of his videos. You will be shocked. You will be shocked at this 3i Atlas video. And yesterday, if you guys watched the show yesterday, Avi Loeb, he threw Brian Cox and Neil deGrasse Tyson under the frickin' bus. Under the frickin' bus. Avi Loeb is a fraud. Why he is still at Harvard is beyond me. The guy is a flippin' fraud. I was going to say he's an idiot. He is a smart guy. You can't get to where he is without being a smart guy. But he did this interview with it was an Israeli gentleman. Obviously, you can tell by the accents, right? The Hebrews about and it's like, well, why are you pulling up October 7th as any sort of argument for 3i Atlas? Like, why are you politicizing anything about the argument? I know why. Because when people start thinking there's an alien invasion coming, could you imagine if all the astronomers, all the astrophysicists, everyone that works anywhere in astronomy comes out and says, well, there's like a 40-50% chance that this might be an alien technology. What happens to the world? This is not alien tech. This is nothing close to alien tech. It is absolutely ridiculous. I saw one video today, and the guy said, Avi Loeb is a fraud. Yeah. That's exactly what Avi Loeb is. He's an effing fraud. There's no other way. He disgusts me. He really does. After what did Brian Cox say bad about you, Avi? You're just jealous that Brian gets to do arena shows? Brian Cox and Neil, they're rock stars, and you're just sitting there and the only way you get attention is sensationalizing a comet? Really, Avi? And then you call Brian Cox names, you throw Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, Neil, it's Brian Cox that I got most pissed off because I like Brian Cox, right? What did he say about you? Nothing. It's like, oh, he's like schoolyard BS. But if you want to watch, I was going to do more stuff from this Avi Loeb interview he did yesterday because, I mean, Avi Loeb was just an astronomer, ASS physicist. No respect for the man. Avi Loeb is an ass. Hole. Does that? I don't think YouTube will pick up on that, will they? No, I don't like calling people names. I don't, because I'm intrinsically a nice guy. But I don't know. Sometimes on principle, you just gotta put your foot down, something down. I don't know. This is a 3X, guys. This is a 3XL. You would think, well, Danny must be like 6'4". No. I'm barely 5'9". I'm not even 5'9". I'm 210 pounds. This is if I had to buy a 3X. I bought a 2X and it didn't fit. 2XL. 2XL. Anyway, I did launch memberships on the channel, guys. I don't, and it's something. Putting this together is expensive. You don't make very much money for 1 or 2 years. It is fun doing it. You have to have the resources to be able to like go into it. If you, I think current membership total, 0. But I just launched it. So, you know, it's as low as $2.99. It goes up. I'm still developing it. I'm going to do everything from how I create videos, how I did my setup. I'm going to do chats. We're going to talk about everything from aliens to 3i Atlas and a whole lot of stuff. So, you know, yesterday, you know, I know I guess like getting some house cleaning out of the way. Yesterday, I mentioned pronouns. I mentioned I had pronouns yesterday, and so my I out of a whim, I said my pronouns are it and that, And when I thought about it, I said, you know, I wasn't too upset about my pronouns. I have a screen. Do I have a screen? Getting no. Maybe I don't. Oh, thought I had some Oh, there they are. Yeah. Oh, I see what's going on. Man, I'll tell you this. What screen is it? 7 ESL. Well, it's not coming up, man. Oh, pronouns right there. Oh my God. So have you guys ever thought if you're going to have to give yourself your own pronouns? Wow. What would be your pronouns? I know this isn't, look, Godless Universe is for the most part based in science, right? I do science videos. But when I think about it, Godless Universe is everything from economics to societal things and science, physics, everything like that, right? So here we go. So yesterday, I suggested that my pronouns were it and that, but I got a whole lot of other pronouns to choose from. Have you ever been on like someone and they're asking you for pronouns? I mean, there's some like what's nobody like right? What you know, like some of these like online places they ask you for your pronouns. No one. I like it. I do like it. It. But if you look at some of these pronouns, like which one would you pick for yourself? I had to look at I had to quickly look at the comments. Let me go back. So I picked it and that, but there are like, you know, you can go like if you want to like themselves, whatever, what's your pronoun? Whatever. If someone's going to ask you pronouns, make a joke out of it, right? Make a joke out of it. I think that's like, if you're going to do anything with it. Us. No. Whatsoever, whence. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Both? There's two of you? I'm both. Yeah, those are my pronouns. Look, I really hate this. I say it with a smile. I dislike all this garbage with, society is flipping falling apart sometimes. Do you feel it? I'm telling you. I worked in the stock market as a market maker on NASDAQ and NYSE, on ARCA and the ECNs back in the, and I was also an economic analyst. I follow the stock market every single day, have for like almost 40 years. It's probably the one thing, if anything, I'm an utter expert in. Shit, that's a strong word, right? No one's an expert in the stock market. You become a market pro when you realize there's no experts in the stock market. But guys, so anyway, that's your pronoun list. So the next time someone asks you for a pronoun, few, you could pick few. Your pronouns are or it and nothing. I have nothing. My pronouns, I like to be referred to as nothing, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. So anyway, that's, I brought pronouns up yesterday and I thought, so I just had to check the some volumes. When you're doing it yourself, you always got to check everything. Is my mic on? Did I leave the music on? Is this on? Is that on? Oh, it's a freaking disaster. So I'm gonna close. No more pronouns. I'm gonna close the pronoun pages. So the stock market, guys. So I have been, like I said, worked as a market pro in the stock market. It's really hard to become a market maker in at the NYSE and NASDAQ level. You really got to spend a lot of years, and then you have to get licensed through a firm, yada, yada, yada. It takes a long time. But what I've been seeing, friends of mine ask me for investing advice. I don't like to give it because when you're wrong, right? It really sucks when you're wrong. No one can be right all the time. But the last few months has been just, so I told anyone that asked me in October, sell everything. I had one guy that called me and said, should I start, buying? It seems like it keeps going up. When you have the most courage to buy something and it feels right, is the worst time to buy. You buy when you're absolutely fearful beyond belief, right? That is a matter of fact. It's called being a contrarian investor. Everybody in the stock market who is a market pro who is successful as a contrarian. When it feels right to invest, that's when the average person gets in. When your friends are getting into the real estate and everything else, get the frick out. Get out. So what we have, and I just want to pull up, because this is a part, the question is, let me preface this with technology. Is AI starting to take its toll on society? I say yes. By the thousands and thousands, and you probably know someone, you may be a layoff yourself. This is not pleasant, right? This is right before Thanksgiving, right before Christmas. And the layoffs, someone else just announced Verizon just announced 13,000 layoffs, 13 today. And one thing you know is when the layoffs start, it's only the tip of the iceberg. Because what AI is going to do, and I see it through what I can do here with Godless Universe or my other channel, Pop Rageous, I can be a one-man show in a way that I couldn't before. And now, so if you take a look at the stock market, there it is. And I'll take particular note. Well, two things. Oh, come on, man. Two things. First thing I'll take a look at is make sure this is going okay. Yeah. Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been annihilated. Now, the important thing about Bitcoin is you can never talk about numbers. You need to always talk percentages. So a $2,000 move in Bitcoin, you have to talk about it as a 2.19% move, right? That is never in dollar terms. It's always in percentage terms. But if you look at the chart, there's been some If you drew the lines in there, you see that there's been some support levels that have been definitely broken. And if this is a leading indicator, like what I'm saying is there are stuff going on in the stock market and financial markets. People like to think that financial markets are so smart. They're not. They're not. They are one of the people who are bullish hang on to the last minute before they sell. If you remember 2008, 2009, you didn't know the hell that was coming. The hell was already in place and the stock market was going there to catch. Is it a rational or irrational pricing mechanism? That's always been the question with the stock market. What I suggest is that this is a time that we've never seen before. Is AI having an impact on the stock market? Economics, society, huge. We're seeing it. NVDA had their earnings out yesterday. They're actually pretty good. Now, what NVIDIA usually does, people will buy it up into the earnings, and then this is not the first time that NVIDIA, NVDA has, it was actually trading down in the after hours. Now it's trading up, but it was up at 195 pre-market, sold off. NVIDIA is the AI harbinger, right? It tells you what's going on. I mean, their chips are selling huge. So, but the question is what is the rest of the economy doing? What you're finding with these large companies, AI, the business of AI, OpenAI buys 100 billion from Microsoft. Microsoft buys 50 billion. Meta buys 75 billion. Oracle buys this and that. You've got these 15 massive companies that are buying from each other. And then you have Walmart, who actually increased its earnings. When Walmart increases their earnings and revenue targets, that means the upper middle class are coming down to start shopping. It is always the indicator. And a lot of you who perhaps have been hit with, that were trying to find a job, this is AI. And I think it's going to get a lot worse. And what happens is you get the unemployment numbers. Do you think the unemployment numbers reflect in any way what is actually going on in society? It's the highest percentage of gig workers, contract workers that have ever been as a percentage in the economy. They are not counted in the unemployment numbers. They're not counted. So there's a smaller and smaller pool of these employment numbers, and they never adjust, right? They never adjust for this shrinking pool. And it's like me and my market pro friends used to say, going back to 2000, that the numbers, economic numbers, do not reflect real life. The economic numbers do not reflect what is going on in people's world. And what AI is doing is it is magnifying everything to the degree that it's basically only started. Some people have called out the idea that jobs that people, go out to start, like warehouse jobs. I will say this. I lived in California for 20 years. I had a small business in California. I will never, ever open up a business in California. They just passed new laws, ridiculous laws. And they're bad enough as it is that allows employees to sue employers for the stupidest things. The stupidest things. Why do you think companies leave California? If you're a small company and you get stung with a lawsuit, you're going to spend $250,000 defending yourself. And now the ambulance chasing lawyers don't care. They won't settle because they know the chips are on their side when they go to court. I know a lot of people that have been stung and put out of business and bankrupted. If you do one thing, people, do not open a business in California. If you have a business in California, leave. It's only a matter of time before you make the wrong hire on a serial sewer that puts your ass into the grave. Okay? I mean, it's a person. I am never open up in California. Never. have I made myself clear? So there are some ripples and disruptions. 2026 is AI. AI. I mean, if I was still working in the stock market full time, entire portfolios, entire investing strategies will be premised around AI. Is AI in a bubble? No one knows. No one knows the answer to that. Nobody knows that. If someone says that they know the answer to that, they are no, I think Ray Dalio, I don't know if you guys know Ray Dalio. He just came out saying the stock market was too expensive, but it's not the time to sell. No, you know what? Stock markets do go to the point of ridiculous. They do. Is it ridiculous? Well, you know what? NVIDIA's got a forward PE of 28. That's not too bad. Do you see revenue for NVIDIA collapsing? Probably not. I mean, probably not. That doesn't mean it's going to deserve a 28 PE on a forward PE in 2026. Ask everyone who invested in Lululemon, who invested at a 40, 50 PE, who took a 60, 70% haircut the last 2 or 3 years. You're hot until you're not. And when you're not, you crash. And that's what people are scared of. Palantir, all this stuff, all this AI. So the companies in the stock market represent what's going on in the AI idiom. Look no further. Go to YouTube and look at some of the massive layoffs. Guys, it is scary. I just saw a new report. Anyone over 50, good luck getting a job. Good luck. Good luck. It's just not going to happen. Maybe Walmart greeter. What were you before? Well, I was a mechanical engineer. I used to work on them. Well, hi, welcome to Walmart. Which might not be a bad job, right? I mean, I don't know. Wait. What are we doing? Oh, there we go. Okay, right. So yeah, futures. The futures are up for tomorrow. It doesn't mean anything. It means nothing at this point in time. But I think that there have been. If you look at the NASDAQ, and I'll just dwell on, because again, this has everything to do with AI. This has everything to do with technology. This has everything to do with science. Science, I'll say it again. Science is the only superpower in this world. Science is the only superpower in this world. Those who control science at its highest levels will control the vices of the world. That is a matter of fact. And that is why companies, these superpower companies now, the top 10 companies represent a higher market cap than the entire GDP of the United States. You can add Europe and United States together, and I think the top 15 companies' GDP might equal United States and Europe together. You're not scared of that? There's a time where a few $100 billion GDP or market cap in a company was concerning. Now you got NVIDIA at 4.4 trillion. This is part of the AI complex, the AI infrastructure. When you have that kind of market cap, that is a percentage of the economy that you have captured. Google is soaring up in their market cap. Waymo is going to kick ass, people. There is stuff that Google has. Alphabet. My apologies. Alphabet. Okay. Applause. You know what? It's like when you're a YouTuber, you just be nice to Google. You just be nice to Alphabet. That's kind of a good policy. But as someone who worked in the stock market as a market maker pro on NYSE and NASDAQ, I see things that should be concerning to everyone. So in the NASDAQ, so take a look at the NASDAQ. It looks like it's trying to form a head and shoulders. So if I'm going to be what was it in Tom Cruise there, a precog, those 3 people that saw the future. I mean, it's almost, NASDAQ 100 is actually not the same as the NASDAQ. But if you look at the futures, it's on its way to breaking support levels. Bitcoin already has. There's a few indices that already have. The technology ones, Meta has gone down like 15, 20%. Microsoft is down. significantly off its highs. Take a look at the 5-year. But as a percentage, it's almost irrelevant. Anyway, my point is the AI revolution, the AI change, you will always see this stuff in the financial markets way before anything else. It's like when everyone talks bad about McDonald's, oh, the McDonald's beef is ground hamster. No, it's not. You think in the stock market, if it was anything other than what they said it was, that there wouldn't be an instant class action lawsuit crushing the company? People would flee the stock. Flee the stock. The stock market, I don't want to say it never lies. It might be late to the party sometimes, but it is a harbinger into what is going on. And I might be maybe sticking a little bit too long on the, I don't think I am, because I see it. Again, look at Bitcoin. I mean, down to 87,000 as a percentage. What is it down? 20%, almost 25%, right? Hit 125,000. So 25, it's 33,000 off on a high of 125,000. It's 25% off. The problem with Bitcoin, I mean, it's going to bounce sometime, right? As a trader, I'd say it's going to bounce. The problem with Bitcoin is it gets crushed. Intraday, I want to see the thing crushed. If I was going to invest in Bitcoin, even if it's like a short-term trade, crush it. Give me a one-day crush to like the previous low. Right there. What was it? Call it 80,000. 79, 80,000. It taps their resistance. Plow some money into it, you trade it to the upside. That's what, if I was, I might do that trade. So anyway, so that is, I think I covered everything that I wanted to so anyway, watch how you see AI through the stock market. So that is, anyway, NVIDIA actually beat the market. They beat the street. They increased guidance. They were looking for 62 billion in the next quarter. They said 65 billion. It's a beat, but for a lot of people, it wasn't good enough. They sold off today, and that's what usually happens with NVIDIA. It's not a surprise. Is NVIDIA a buy today? I don't know. I mean, I don't take. But AI is about to take huge bites out of the regular economy, and you will see it in the regular stocks, right? The old economy stocks in the stock market. The layoffs have just begun, my friends. You're probably working somewhere, and some of you are scared of layoffs. Yeah, you have every right to be. Companies don't care about people. They care about profits. And it has to be that way. It has to be that way. AI doesn't care about people. And it makes everything is made worse by things like California, right? When this absolutely reckless government in California annihilates small business to the point where there's none left. Go to Los Angeles and see how many boarded up entire streets are boarded up in Los Angeles. I lived 20 years in Los Angeles. 20 years. I've seen my friends go bankrupt. My small business was it within 3 years. Can you believe a 90% drop in revenue? The fashion district, the jewelry district, the shopping district, all the districts wiped out in Los Angeles. I'm telling you, wiped out. I just escaped Los Angeles. It is part of the AI reality. It's also part of incredibly bad governance. And we have incredibly bad governance right now. Incredibly bad. No one cares about the small person. Even President Trump, like he just cares about the big companies. He does. There was a time where I thought, first term was great for my business in Los Angeles. Now, when you put tariffs on, who the tariffs hurt? The small companies, right? Little businesses. That's all it hurts. It only hurts the small businesses. And the small businesses go out of business, and all that business just gets wealth transferred into other big businesses, just like COVID did for Amazon, Home Depot, Costco, Walmart. Everyone was wiped out. And that's what tariffs do. Tariffs destroy small business. And when those small businesses are destroyed, Jeff Bezos says, oh, thank you very much. Oh, look, Amazon numbers are up, though. No one is working for the small guy. AI will not work for the small guy. And so when we're talking about science and technology, science and technology is not benefiting the small person at this point. It may, AI may. I'm sure it is in some ways, but for the most part, it is not. I still can't believe this shirt is 3XL. I swear to God, this freaking shirt is 3XL. I don't know. Are you guys excited for Wicked? The Wicked the movie? Are you? I'm only gonna, I brought this up. There's the male award, the GQ Men Awards or something. Like, what is that? The Cynthia Erivo? Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, right? When you see pictures, this is the problem I have with Hollywood. And where it, is that the one? Yeah. That might be good. Like, I want to buy. I I want to buy these two girls a sandwich. This is Hollywood. They haven't eaten in 3 weeks. Diet of purely water. Ariana Grande couldn't be more than 75 pounds. Look at the shoulders on Ariana Grande. This is attractive? Well, if I stop eating, then maybe I'll be, Hollywood sends out more bad vibes, bad representation, bad ideas to people. I weigh more than these two gals do put together. I'm 210 pounds. I don't think these two girls weigh 210 pounds. And I'm not even 5'9". I'm not even 5'9". Like, that's, that's, yeah. Anyway, it's something, because the GQ male award, the men's awards are, I should have showed some of the pictures of the guys that are going up there. I think, as a screenwriter, I'm a screenwriter. I was in Hollywood 20 years. Some of the stuff I'm saying, I'm sure, is slamming doors for me. Like, Actually, I was just talking to my buddy from New Zealand. He was a director in Hollywood for a long time. We were talking this afternoon. AI is putting Hollywood out of business, left, right, and center. People that we known for many years, Grips, everyone on the hey, there's some good writers that aren't getting work. There's some good ones, but the fact is, there's a lot of crap ones that are getting work. I hope the new STARGATE. It's a new science fiction, so a new STARGATE revival can happen with some good writers. So we will see with that. But anyway, here's a couple of ladies. I want to buy them a sandwich. If I could. Yeah. That is the picture of health. The science of health. Hollywood, my friends, Hollywood. I don't know. Anyway. So they found a new black hole. A new supermassive black hole. 570 million years after. Now, I just did a video on another black hole, UNHZ1. It is a supermassive black hole, 40, what was it? 40, I just did the video like 4 weeks ago. 40 million solar masses way back then. They estimate it could be as much as 100 billion solar masses now. You can go and watch the video in Godless Universe. It is absolutely, but they just found a new black hole. I get the space.com news. I got it this afternoon. I said, okay, shit, I got to put this in. This new black hole. Can we, where is it? I think it's up here. Amazon. Oh, I should have read that, but I didn't. Oh man, why is it not here? Awkward. Oh, there's I should have just tried the first one. Oh man. All right, there it is. So they found this new black hole. James Webb Space Telescope spots rapidly feeding supermassive black hole in the infant universe. This discovery is truly remarkable. I'm going to have a little bit of wine. Oh, very nice. So anyway, another black hole. And they recently just, like I say, they just recently found another one 4 weeks ago. UNHZ1, which is the galaxy name, and it is the supermassive black hole in the center of the galaxy. But basically, this challenges our understanding of black hole and galaxy formation in the early universe. I'm not going to read this all, but the important points using the James Webb Space Telescope, astronomers have uncovered a voraciously feeding and rapidly growing supermassive black hole in the infant universe, existing just 570 million years after the Big Bang. This black hole sits at the heart of the galaxy Canucks, Canadian Canucks, Vancouver Canucks, LRD, Canucks Lard Z8.6. Canucks Lard. Oh, man. Canucks Lard is an example of the class of galaxies in the early universe called little red dots. These small, bright, and extremely distant objects have been routinely discovered by the JWST since it began observations in 2022. They've actually been finding a lot of this stuff. There's one telescope alone. Which one was it? It itself has found 1.2 million galaxies. I had the news thing ready to go, and I didn't do it just because I thought, well, it's like too much show. I had too much show. I still have too much show. But they're finding this stuff all the time. They're finding supermassive black holes as early as 400 million years after the Big Bang. Now, this is another one in Canucks Lard, Canucks Lard Z8.6. Little red dots have mystified astronomers because they don't seem to conform to our understanding of how galaxies evolve in step with their central supermassive black holes, leading to some scientists to dub them universe-breaking galaxies. That's because little red dots are either way too dense to account for the masses of their stars or host a supermassive black hole that is way too massive to sit at such a small galaxy. They actually just found another supermassive black hole in one of the small galaxies that's circling the Milky Way. It is a huge galaxy. It has like 10 times the size. Its mass is 10 times the size of all the stars that circle around it. Which is that way because they think just the Milky Way has been stealing star after star after star. But the black hole thing is absolutely crazy. You know, it's like you could almost have this theory that at the end of the universe, you have all of these black holes that eventually come together to form a massive black hole and a massive white hole on the other side, which restarts a new universe, right? On the other side, it turns into that filter and white hole on the other side. White holes, Einstein has proven by math through relativity that white holes do exist. We just haven't seen one yet. But we also didn't see a black hole, and black holes were proven by relativity, and then we saw one. So the idea, and our universe may be way too young for white holes to exist at this point in time. But relativity does allow for white holes to exist, which creates a very interesting concept for the idea of a ever, perpetual universe, that black holes basically in all parts of this infinite universe are going off, white holes, and creating new parts of the universe. I wish we had the answers, right? So the size of this galaxy or this black hole, it was, where was it? Okay, please get out of my way. It was, I think, 100 million, 600 million after the Big Bang. Oh, where was it? I thought I had it all set up. There it is. Deeper analysis revealed a supermassive black hole in Canucks Lard with an estimated mass of 100 million times that of the sun. 100 million solar masses. It's such an early part of the formation of the universe. 100 million times. How big is it today? Those supermassive black holes can reach much larger masses, equivalent to billions of suns in the large galaxies of the modern cosmos. The mass of the black hole in Canucks Lard is staggeringly massive for a compact galaxy at such an early stage in its evolution that has yet to be enriched with heavy elements by the explosive supernova deaths of massive stars. So this thing is young, man, and it, like, we can't see it today. Obviously, in real time, it could be 20, 30, 50, 100, 120 billion solar masses. Maybe it has fed at an incredibly crazy pace. But anyway, the fact that they're finding all this stuff, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know, there was a, I was going to play something because the new Stargate, there it is. The new Stargate. So Amazon has greenlit the new Stargate. And here's the exciting thing. I don't know if you guys, I just did a video on Stargate. So I'm really like Stargate Universe, the Destiny spaceship was absolutely, I didn't watch the show, but it was absolutely amazing. Conceptually, they had some really great science, sci-fi ideas. And the new Stargate is being done by Amazon because they bought MGM. MGM owned that property. They really didn't have the kind of money they needed. Amazon does have the money. If they're going to throw a bit of money into Stargate, the new series, it was announced yesterday. If they put a fraction of what they blew in Rings of Power, a fraction into Stargate, we don't need girl bosses. Please, can we agree on that? We just create good characters. You don't need to go into girl boss hell for us. Please, please, I beg you. I will pray. I'll pray. Even though I am not of the ilk, I will pray that you don't fuck it up. So anyway,
you guys ready?
Yeah, okay, great.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome everyone.
so this is an announcement from, it's a short little clip from the announcement of the producer of Stargate. And they just did this yesterday. You can see it's from Prime Video from Amazon
We
Studios.
have big Stargate news to talk about today. My name is Darren Sumner. I've been covering the franchise for more than 25 years over at the fan site gateworld.net.
My name is David Reed. I run Dial the Gates, which is a cast and crew interview archive on YouTube.
This is so exciting. This has been a very hard secret
That's the
to
producer,
keep for
main
the
guy.
last 18 months. But we can announce today that a brand new Stargate series is coming to Prime Video.
What?
Brad, this shouldn't be news to you.
Oh, right. It isn't, but it is great news.
Still just hearing it is like, oh my God, they're doing it.
It's so rare for the original creators to get to work on the new version of a show.
Yeah, these are like the original guys from the original Stargate. And granted, like the original Stargates, like the original movie with Kurt Russell, right? Have you seen the original movie with Kurt Russell, Stargate? It's freaking awesome, right? It's a good movie. Especially from the 90s, right? We don't get anything like this today. So I'm hoping. So these are the guys that are
it's just
taking
incredible that Amazon MGM Studios and Prime Video have come together and not
The new
gone
Stargate
in a
series.
totally new direction. That they have respected what we have all created. And when I say we all, I don't just mean like Brad, Joe. I mean like all of the cast and crew, all of the writers, and to a large extent the fandom have created, and we're honoring that in this new version. So for us, we wanted to come here and make the announcement today with you guys because it was our way of just saying like thank you for keeping the lights on.
I'm kind of just blown away that I'm in this room with these extraordinary
So anyway,
people,
that's
along with
that's
Darren
the,
here. And I've got to ask, why us? You could have
that's
asked
the
anybody
executive
to be a part
producer.
of
I
this
guess he's
group.
going to
Well,
be.
you
I
guys
don't know
have
if he's
been
a
keeping it
showrunner,
going.
but he's
You
the
were such a
executive
huge part of
producer
the show.
of the new Stargate. So anyway, sci-fi fans, if we got something to look forward to, maybe a new Stargate, but it's not going to be, wow, man, even if they get going on, greenlit production budgets, everything like that. By the time they get started, they're filming late 2026. They get it edited 2027, maybe 2027, maybe 2028. I don't know. New Stargate. There's not much that comes out for us sci-fi fans that is like really worth, pounding the table about. But the new Stargate is definitely worth. I hope they do it well. Please put the right people in charge. No, like Rings of Power stuff, please. Anyway, I hope so. And guys, so this is the main event of this show. The main event, 3i Atlas. There's new video that I found with 3i Atlas, and it's from a guy who does video. He's an amateur astronomer, and he did this video. Excuse me, I just had a reverse burp. You're gonna see this video of 3i Atlas like you've never seen before. And I'm sorry, Avi Loeb, it does prove that you're a dumbass, and it is a comet. I really dislike everything that Avi Loeb has been doing. I really do. Especially after yesterday, throwing Brian Cox and Neil deGrasse Tyson like under the bus, calling them names and things that were. How is he still the head of Harvard? Like, really? How is Avi Loeb still the head of Harvard? So anyway, this video, I'm going to add it here.
So after taking...
So this gentleman, I got the link in the description of his YouTube channel because he deserves, if you like anything with... So his setup is amazing. Like, right? Like, this is an amateur astronomer. That means business. Yeah. I'm going to play a little bit of his preamble, and then about halfway through, I'm going to move it halfway through, and we're going to look at the video that he took. I think it's more still images that get wound up into a video, but the comet isn't spinning this way, right? Usually comets will spin on the plane. So they'll travel and they'll spin with the plane or approximate close. 3i Atlas is spinning this way. And his video proves it.
So many pictures of Comet 3 Atlas, and after seeing the Comet 3 Atlas several times, here is what we know now. The 3i Atlas is definitely looks bigger than the neighboring stars when you're looking at it, like visually, right? When you take a look at it, you can see the 3i Atlas comet is looking bigger than the stars around it. It is also brighter compared to those stars. Generally, it is didn't pass any bright star, but it is definitely, you can see the brightness in the Comet 3 Atlas.
So basically he's talking from when he's obviously pointing his telescopes up there. And but I wanted to allow himself to sort of kind of introduce his little setup there. But if I'm going to go to the video, and the video starts, so the video portion starts right about here. This, I think, to me is the most amazing video that I have seen of 3i Atlas. There's a lot of crap that comes out with 3i Atlas. I mean, this guy has done some amazing work, and I was blown away by what he is doing. Again, link in the description.
It is called color reduction process, which I applied. So that's the comet.
Watch this.
I'm 100% buying to that shape of the comet now. It is going to look like this one somewhere other way, right? The shape is looking like something is flying behind the comet.
You see it rotating? It's rotating. So 3i Atlas, it's not rotating this way on its plane. It's rotating this way, which is kind of contrary. They have found some comets that have been rotating that way. Very few, but some have. Don't know why. Don't know why. But this video that this guy got, amateur astronomers, some of these amateur astronomers are serious. They discover a lot of things. A lot of things.
Of the pictures, right? I will slow it down to a point where let's go picture by picture and then we'll process these. So this is one where you're seeing a whole bunch of fireball kind of going back. Okay, this is not a good picture. It's not very much high resolution. This is something I want you to remember. Okay, so this picture is picture number 14. Okay. So I did a color reduction, I did more sharpening.
So basically he does processing, just like if you do Photoshop or you do Premiere Pro or any sort of, he does the same kind of processing that, these are tools that, I have at my disposal with Photoshop and Premiere Pro and anything else. But he's got some good telescopes and a really good setup at capturing this.
Increase the brightness and I color correct it again. I'll directly go there. I'll show you the pictures. So this is the one where I reduce the colors so that you can still see a lot of contrast. Trying to keep the picture in the middle. Okay, and I'll try to zoom in.
This is awesome.
So this has quite a bit of structure to it. Let me play it quickly. Let me zoom out too.
That's 3i Atlas spinning around. That's, now if that was Avi Loeb, so that's the spaceship getting ready to launch fighter jets at the Earth if it was Avi Loeb. But that is 3i Atlas spinning in the middle of space. This is just awesome stuff, guys. The best images, best video I've ever seen of 3i Atlas.
So when you're seeing this in the sky, this is what it is doing. It's actually spinning really furiously and making a mess out of that area, I guess. That is probably the visual if you go near this area. You can't go very near to this one. This is going to be probably a lot of dust, smoke, CO2. I don't know what it is, but anyway.
But again, this is an amateur astronomer guy who's got a passion for astronomy, who goes into his backyard with a pretty decent setup, right? Hey, look, you could buy telescopes for a few $1,000 that are freaking nice, right? And you digitize it, you set it up with all the, he's got a full-on setup. And I have not seen anything like this that he's doing.
So that's the visual I wanted you to see.
Not on its plane.
And then let's slow it down and zoom in. So this is
awesome.
The first one. This definitely has a structure where the smoke kind of dust kind of thing is behind. Lot of stuff behind. I hope you can see the contrast in the back. I hope I didn't make it too dark in the background. This is not very good. And this is the most interesting structure. Definitely there is some artifacts of over sharpening there.
I would like to, if Avi Loeb sees this, I'm sure he's probably seeing he's probably his eyes and his brain, he's seeing like aliens poking their head out and spaceships flying out and lasers being shot at Earth. I don't know what Avi Loeb would see. Avi Loeb is an ass.
Yep, there is something to some structure to it, some definition to it, right? And this is also kind of very interesting. And this is quite a lot interesting. So definitely these are sharpening artifacts, so take it with a grain of salt. But we need to see what we need to see to understand what's going on here. So let's go.
You know, a big thing about like amateur astronomers like this that get better images than that you'll ever see is that it really does prove it's a comet. Avi Loeb. Avi, it's a freaking comet. Being an alarmist like Avi Loeb and having the entire YouTube internet. So instead of talking about the magnificence of the fact that it is an alien comet from 8 billion years, up to 8 billion years old, we cannot like rejoice in that fact. Now it becomes a question of Avi Loeb BS, right? But it's guys like this that literally say, look, man, sorry, Avi, it's a freaking comet.
A little slow. Let me see if this is... It's still too fast. Yeah, I'm doing 1 second. Some of the structures have no focus. They're distracted. But some of them are really good. There are at least 3 structures that I liked of all these pictures. I'll show you quickly what those are. So this one is a really good picture. I actually uploaded to Wikipedia. So this one, I don't know if I uploaded one with this sharpening. Maybe I uploaded one without any sharpening. I don't want... Yeah, so this is second one. And this is third one. So these 3 have some potentials to it, right? This picture could be something in between those 3, right? It could be this.
I mean, there's a lot going on. A trained eye, a trained expert is going to see stuff that's going on. Like, you know, some of these NASA guys, I'm saying like, these NASA scientists are. Avi Loeb is a guy. Adigi 11111 commented, Avi Loeb needs to be banned from academia. I'm surprised it hasn't even happened. Why is he still the head at so many Harvard institutions? He has put out a lot of BS, a lot over the years. Not a well-respected astronomer. But who am I? I just, you know. Yeah, he does need, yeah. At Harvard, at all places. Yeah, he should not be, he should be, you know, but, you know, he's an Israeli astrophysicist. He did bring up October 7th in his interview yesterday. He like politicizing 3i Atlas. Why do you need to politicize 3i Atlas? Bruh, do you have a hidden agenda? Is there a hidden agenda?
Which is number 20. Number 14,
Alias,
and number 9. These are the 3 pictures.
This guy's doing great work. Like, go to his channel.
So please click on the subscribe button and the notifications button. So when I post these new videos, you should be able to get the notification. Thank you for watching.
Good job. Good job. I mean, that is, you know, when I see average normies like that going into their backyard, they invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into their own telescope setups. And they're doing science. So like Borisov, 2I Borisov, which was the second comet, outside of our intergalactic, I don't want to say alien, because now everything time you say alien comet, it's like falls into that Avi Loeb category, right? Dumbass Avi Loeb. Intergalactic was discovered by not a professional astronomer. It was so a lot of these things that are going on, this guy, so the link is in the description. This guy deserves, I mean, he actually is a much bigger channel than I am, but when I use someone's stuff like that, you want to pay homage, and it's like, damn, this guy he's putting the effort in, and he deserves acknowledgement, right? I mean, that's if we go where if you want to see how bad Avi Loeb is, Avi Loeb. So if we do what is today's 3i Atlas, we're gonna do a search on 3i Atlas again in YouTube, and we've got to get. Yesterday I played Dr. Feelgood. I feel more compelled to play the circus music. There it is. Let me share this with you. Did I? Oh, no. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm such an amateur. Add to stage. Why is it not adding to stage? Remove. Add to stage. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, so this is literally the last 24 hours. This is what Avi Loeb has done to, is it too loud? Is the music too loud? It should be okay, right? It shouldn't be too loud. 22, I'll put it, yeah, that's about right. Where'd it go? So all I did, if you can see all I did is search 3i Atlas, right? That's all I did. NASA sticks to the narrative on 3i Atlas, and the truth is getting buried. Why did NASA 3i Atlas images look so horrible? Plus, the truth is getting buried because, oh God, the angry astronaut. Yeah. See, he's an astronaut. He's angry. I'm angry. I'm all pissed off now. And there we go, right away. AI Michio Kaku. Or is that AI? It's Fox 10 Phoenix, so maybe it's not. Is it an actual? There's so much Michio Kaku AI. Oh, there really is. I gotta move this over. You know what I gotta get? I gotta get a second computer screen on this side. Because I got a 34-inch screen, but I'm fighting with myself. I don't know. I got oops, I don't want that full screen. There we go. That's gotta be Mitch. Would Fox 10 Phoenix use AI Michio Kaku? I wouldn't, but it's Fox too. I used to watch Fox. I don't watch Fox anymore. I just a personal comment. Interstellar Comet 3i Atlas captured from every angle by NASA. Not aliens, not okay. There's a guy, Scott. Scott's on like the Brian Cox, Danny Alex, everyone else. Adigi 1111 team. I'm gonna throw you in there, man. He should be yeah. No, I hear you, bro. Avi Loeb. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Avi Loeb reacts to NASA's 3i Atlas image reveal. I did watch this video. I did. It's not. Yeah, one day ago, I did a 24-hour search. Why is that even coming up? Truth about 3i Atlas won't come until next month. Avi Loeb. I don't know what that means. CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. NASA. Well, there's this video is really good. This NASA video. NASA shares interstellar comet 3i Atlas images. This came out yesterday. It's an hour long. Looks like that's just it's an hour long. 1 hour and 6 seconds. It's a good video if you want to watch them through. It's for scientists. Apparently, these scientists are conspiring against Avi Loeb, and Brian Cox is conspiring against Avi. Brian Cox has said nothing mean whatsoever about Avi, and Avi just threw him under the bus yesterday. Like, remote viewer says he saw inside 3i Atlas and said there's an alien presence. Oh my god. There's an alien presence. A remote. Look at this guy. Okay, look, I don't look any more of a scientist than he does. But dude, pound sand. You're just doing that for frickin' clicks. Because I could do that too. There's no flipping way I am doing that. Sorry. There's an alien presence inside. Oh, you should call Avi Loeb on... NASA is hiding something about 3i Atlas. Harvard scientist reveals what they won't say. Okay. All right, Avi. How he is still at Harvard. You know, did I tell you guys about the standing bet I have with Avi Loeb? I'm waiting for the call. If 3i Atlas is aliens, he wins. If it's not, I win. And the loser has got to eat a little plate of squirrel poop. That's all I ask. Just a little plate of squirrel poop. I bet you he wouldn't take that bet because he's just trying to be sensationalist. He's trying to... There's an agenda. Because Brian Cox ain't getting any social media attention. Joe Rogan issues chilling warning. I did tell you about my challenge to Joe Rogan. I was a kickboxer for 8 years. I'm 5'8", he's 58. I'm 58, he's 5'8". I'm a normie. He kicked my ass, but I'm willing to go 30 seconds. I'll go 30 seconds with Joe Rogan. Oh, I'd get my ass kicked so bad. To put it politely, Harvard scientist slams Brian Cox's 3i Atlas theory. Brian Cox does not have a 3i Atlas theory. He just says it's a comet. It's not a freaking theory. It's a matter of fact. LBC? 13 days ago, I did a... What the hell? I did a Today Search update again. Avi Loeb says NASA ignored the biggest 3i Atlas puzzle. It's enormous size. There have been bigger comets than 3i Atlas come through our... And if size is the precursor to, it must be an alien ship. Any advanced civilization will send nanobots. What we are finding as our civilization advances, everything goes nano, right? Even the two Blue Origin, the New Glenn that just launched, immaculate launch, right? Jeff Bezos, wow, job well done. But it just literally launched 2 satellites are going to Mars. Less than $80 million NASA spent. And this stuff is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So if an alien civilization is going to send anything our way, it's not going to be a 20-mile ship. It's going to be a 2-inch nanobot with video, little horns that have videos and stuff. And they'll send like 1,000 of them. Because the energy expenditure will be a fraction. Why would you send a 20-mile spaceship? You want to send like 1 million of your alien colonists? Like to come in and... There's a reason why circus music is playing. Yes, because it's Avi Loeb. And Avi Loeb is a circus performer. New 3i Atlas NASA pictures are disturbing. Really? I saw them yesterday. Oh my God, no way. James, look at this one. James Webb Telescope just detected mysterious metal objects are surrounding 3i Atlas. The curious mind. So you put a picture of, I guess, NASA is in a panic. Do you guys hate that? Every time they say they broke the internet or NASA is in a panic, this is terrifying astronomers. You just see them in their bedrooms at night. Ah, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. What are you scared of, honey? Three-Eye Atlas. What NASA didn't say, Christina Gomez. I mean, you know what? I could put sensationalized videos out there. I could put a lot of them, and I make them all myself. I could pump out 1 or 2 a day. There's no way I'll do it. I just won't do it. I won't do it for the clicks, because I think all of these videos, all of these bullshit videos, if I may use the vernacular, all of these bullshit videos, I think YouTube, because they are at a shut down the channel rampage, I think that the science idiom is absolutely deluged with garbage, guys. It's absolutely deluged with garbage. But you can just see it. Like, look at this breaking news. NASA finally releases new images of Three-Eye Atlas. I don't know what they're like. It's just sensational. It's clickbait. Anything. And who's everywhere? Avi Loeb, the dumbass astronomer Avi Loeb. How he has his position at Harvard, I will maintain this, like, going forward. Harvard loses so much credibility with his. Oh, look, Professor Dave explain. Thank you, Professor Dave. Avi Loeb is a fraud. Part 2, Three-Eye Atlas shrugged. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. You know what we do? You know what is it? Where is it? Where? Oh, what? That's what we do. For Professor Dave explains. Avi Loeb is absolutely a fraud. NASA sticks to the narrative on Three-Eye Atlas, and the truth is getting buried. The alien truth. Aliens. Independence Day is just around the corner. Thanksgiving, man. It's going to be like... We'll be calling Will Smith. Will Smith, please. Can he come in? Can Will Smith come and save us from... Actually, I would call... what's his name? The Fly. Why can't I remember his name? I'll remember it in like 5 minutes from now. 5 minutes after that guy. What is his name? Jurassic Park. Thor. Whatever. This Alien Three-Eye Atlas video is effing crazy. Aliens. UFO. Oh, this guy, this Skizzle guy. Like, seriously, he is as bad as Avi Loeb. And he does all this crap just for clicks. Like, right, it's all BS. It's all BS, and it's all done for clicks. If I thought there was a future, there's no way I could do something like that. There's just, I can't. I mean, I'm doing the propulsion systems for all of the major sci-fi movies and TV shows, which it's sci-fi, right? But a lot of it is based in science fact. So I'm down with that. But I also do, regular stuff that is, black holes, this and that, time. But all of this stuff, this is a product of Avi Loeb. So, Three-Eye Atlas Amateur Telescope exposes NASA's disappointing cover-up. But there you go, my friends. Do we need to go any further with today's Three-Eye Atlas BS rampage? This is only a 24-hour search, the last 24 hours. And science is being deluged with all the clickbait. You go to, I hope YouTube does something. I don't know if YouTube, well, eventually it'll do something, right? So, but that is, what else do I got here? Like, there's a couple things I skipped till next week. I was going to do more stuff on the Avi Loeb interview where he throws, Brian Cox and Neil deGrasse Tyson under the bus. It's on yesterday's live show. I might do some more next week. I went through it and there's some really interesting takes. I put the description, the link in the feed, the guy who did the interview, so you can see the full interview if you go to the description. A reminder, guys, on Christmas, I am doing full Christmas Day. I'm doing full 8 hours. I haven't got the times down yet, but on Christmas Day, I'm doing a full 8 hours. Christmas Eve, 4 hours. Do you guys know what size my shirt is? Look at this shirt. I did this at the beginning of the show. What size? I am just under 5'9". I'm 210 pounds. What size is this shirt? I do work out. I go, I'm a former kickboxer. So I got, 210 pounds, just under 5'9". It's 3X. This is a 3 freaking X. Why do I gotta buy 3XL shirts? I'm not that big. Do you guys find the same thing? Like shirts, like to save fabric, they're just making everything smaller. I had two friends I asked them, what size is this? They said large. Both of them. Large. 3XL. Absolutely. Hey, Wicked. Isn't it Wicked this weekend? Are you guys gonna go see Wicked? You gonna go see Wicked? I mean, I will. I know. I'll be honest. I will not go see Wicked. I won't. I have no desire to. I do want to buy the two young ladies a sandwich, a good burger meal at In-N-Out. Let's go to In-N-Out. I'm buying burgers, guys. Ariana, Cynthia, I'm buying burgers. You guys are so skinny. Both of them. Add both of them together. Those. What are they both? Maybe they're both 5'3", right? 5'4". They wouldn't even weigh as much as I weigh. They are literally the health of unhealthy Hollywood. Hollywood, thank you so much for showing us what not to look like. Incredible. Oh, we got some comments. What we got? 2XL. No, I dodged a 3XL. That was a good pick. That was a good try. After shrinking, well, maybe. Large is for kids now. Yes, it is. Isn't it crazy? I think if you guys got the same thing going on, because I'm buying shirts. I bought XL. They were all and I'm not a big guy. I'm literally I'm probably Sylvester Stallone. When I lived in Los Angeles, he walked by one of my stores. And of course we were running out, yo, Sly, how you doing? Very nice guy. Sylvester Stallone is incredibly nice. Incredibly nice guy. He's we're almost the same size. He's not a big guy. He's not a tall guy. Well, Sly and I are about the exact same height. I think he had little elevator shoes, a little bit. But just an incredibly nice guy, right? There's a lot of Vince Neil. I met Vince Neil a couple of times. Great guy. Very nice guy. He had a couple of two attractive girls, one brunette, one blonde. There's 20 years in Los Angeles, man. What a hellhole. What a hellhole. Trump says about, what he said about shit countries or something like that. There's a lot of shit cities in the US that are turning shit. LA is one of them. Guys, it is so bad. I just got out. May 11th, I moved out. Finally sold everything, sold my business, sold everything, got out. AI is destroying the fabric of normal America. And how it turns out, we don't know. There's a major change. People have to retool, readjust. If we're going into Halloween, Thanksgiving and Christmas, a lot of people are eyeing layoffs. Verizon today, 13,000 layoffs. AI technology is going to massacre. Wait till it hits full automation in warehouses. And you know what? That's only made. So I mentioned California. I had a business in California. They just passed new laws that makes it even easier for employees to sue the ass off of employers. If you're in California, shut down and leave, because one lawsuit will put you under. For a small business, one lawsuit will put you under. A new law just passed. Do not open a frickin' business in California. It is a crap state run by crap people who don't give a damn about anything else, but I don't even know what they give a. Okay, I'm getting animated. Poprageous. I have another channel, Poprageous. Saturday night, I do I'm a screenwriter. I'm an award-winning screenwriter. I don't know if I won over hundreds of awards in the film festival circuit. So if you're not doing anything on Saturday night, come down to Poprageous. We talk movies and stuff, TV shows, and I think did I. Did you pick your pronouns? I think I did. I did pick my pronouns. I'm just going to. Where are the pronouns? Oh, look at this. See, this is what I mean with wicked. Look, this is famine level I have not eaten. Both of them. I mean, this is. Oh, someone says AI not good for workers, only good for owners of companies. AI HydroStream. Yes. I'll still fold them. Bill Reed. I'll still. Give me free stuff, State. Yes, give me free stuff. Hollywood is not healthy for anybody. It's not healthy for. Oh, have you guys seen this? Okay. What are they called? Cat's eye. Cat's eye. Have you guys seen Cat's eye? So, okay, I know I'm right. I'm 58. Okay, I'm not in the young hip crowd. But so the Gap released their earnings and they were pretty good. And what they said was the ad campaign with Cat's eye. Where is it? I guess can I images? Like, have you guys seen these? This band? You guys know this band? Do you guys know this band, Cat's Eye? I didn't know. I watched a whole bunch of videos from them. Every video is a lip sync. This is the new Milli Vanilli. Like, you remember the late 80s? Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. This is... Oh, wait, how do I do this? I got it. No, this way. Right. Yeah, right there. This is... watch any video live. They are absolutely lip-synced. 100%. It is an abomination. I think... I don't know where this world is going, guys. I don't know. I mean, good. Like, I don't think these girls are being paid much. I think they're just being paid as employees. That's what I would say. They were probably slapped together. Very diverse, right? Very diverse band. It's by design, not by accident. Are they singing, or is AI singing? I don't know. This is part of the thing. Couple of shows ago, we did a little feature on the country song that is. I think it hit number 1, an AI country song. That's why I had to start this show with AI and the tech companies, NVIDIA earnings, Bitcoin that's collapsing. Is it going to bounce? Probably. I worked as a market maker for years. Is it going to bounce? Yeah, good chance. But if you watch, like, we're watching things around us that are changing in ways that almost don't make sense, right? And we probably know everyone that's lost a job, losing a job, living in a car. It's gotten so bad in Los Angeles, my friends. So bad in Los Angeles. That when you see people, families living in vans, SUVs, they're parked everywhere. Everywhere downtown, off the fringe of downtown, off by Washington, park going down to Skid Row, going into Los Angeles Street, Main Street, all going into down. People living in cars. So if you live in Los Angeles, you don't even bat an eye, right? You don't even. It's natural. It's just natural. It's, living in Los Angeles, you don't even say, "Oh, Mom, look, there's people living in a car." That's natural. That's why is that so? You think that's weird? I mean, I can say I just spent 20 years in Los Angeles, and I was just talking to he was a director in Los Angeles for years, my New Zealand buddy. We talked for like an hour this afternoon. Put me behind on my show today. Put me behind. I was like, oh, shit. But he's such a great guy. And someone asked him to do a shampoo commercial because he did a lot of high-end commercials. And he goes, "Oh, no way, mate. There's no way I'm getting back into that bullshit business, mate." And because he's kind of off doing other stuff. because the film business the budgets are so small in Hollywood. Even for commercials, the budgets are so small. And it's expected now that part of what you do is AI generated because you don't need as many people. Everything, right? Technology has always been about cutting out the human component. Everything dealing with technology, from the Industrial Revolution to the internet to AI. How do we remove the most inefficient part of the system? Human beings, right? I do suggest, and I don't think even if AI became aware, fully aware, it is, and it's growing, its intelligence continues to grow. I do not think that AI could ever live without human beings, because AI needs, if it's going to continue, it needs energy, it needs resources. Will it create robots that do all of this on its own one day? Maybe. I think Terminator is a few hundred years, in advance, which if you guys love reading great screenplays, The Terminator is a great screenplay to read if you're interested in reading screenplays. The first Alien screenplay, like I say, I'm a screenwriter, so I've been, fantastic screenplay to read. You can just Google online, Alien screenplay PDF. And you can see the scenes, and a director will take these things, right? They'll take these visual components and they make the movie out of it. That's the blueprint for the movie. If you haven't seen it before, it's quite fascinating. And I do invite you to, take a look in, because I do want to go over like some of these screenplays in some of the episodes and take some of the top sci-fi movies and page by page with, going through the screenplays. It's quite fascinating. I don't like AI videos on YouTube. The videos that I do, I actually, because I lost if you go to Godless Universe, the videos that I do, I actually use a deep British voice. I write all of my own scripts. I do all of my own editing. I'll spend 2 days just editing the video. If you use a good, rich AI voice, there's nothing wrong. But the content needs to be human created. You can tell content that's not human. First off, AI content cannot use intellectual property. They will not put a video together of Star Wars. Anytime you see intellectual property videos, those are humans that are editing it. Now, you got to take a look at ChatGPT. Basically, what ChatGPT does for you, if you're researching something, instead of going through page after page doing all the research yourself, you basically type in the research to ChatGPT. It scours the internet for you. It summarizes all the important information. Something that used to take you hours of research. You don't have to. ChatGPT or Gemini is much better. Boy, they've really made strides in the last 6 months. But they will go out and scour the internet. They will do the searches. They will assemble the information. And then it's up to you, if you're doing videos, to take that information and assemble it into a script and create the visuals and everything like that. But you can tell when it's just a pure AI concocted piece of junk, right? You can tell, right, Bill Reed? I'm 53, Hydro Stream. I'm 53, and all of this, where you just moved on. All of this AI is not good to many homeless people. Yeah, it is. You're seeing it. You're seeing it en masse. You're seeing it everywhere, and that's why I started the show with. Because, having worked in the stock market for many years as a market maker and economic analyst, economics is so important. And I'm going to do more economic shows on stuff that I see because the impact is massive. Mel Gibson was saying Hollywood costs too much to make. Yeah, well, of course. You know what? So when I was in 2021, I was looking at doing with one of my screenplays, we were going to set up their production. But when you start dealing with the union, so we're going to do we had to do non-union production. And so all the actors, everyone had to work non-union. Otherwise, the cost would have been fucking insane. So, but even some of when you go looking for places to shoot and everything, if you want a permit in downtown Los Angeles, you have to be a big production. Everything that is set up in Los Angeles, that's why they're gone, baby. They're gone. You know where they're shooting? They're shooting in Vancouver, in UK. They're shooting in Calgary. They're shooting in Atlanta. They're shooting in other parts of the world. Now, of course, Trump wants to put 100% tariff on it. That doesn't solve the problem. You're making the problem worse. The problem is in Hollywood, man. The other problem is these actors don't deserve $20 million per picture anymore. Some do. Tom Cruise, he is a phenom on his own, right? Tom Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio, although his last movie, Leo's never really had a blockbuster. Neither has Brad Pitt, right? They don't make blockbuster movies. They make, yeah, you're right, Hydrostream. Hollywood is insane. Insane. As someone who spent 20 years in Hollywood. Well, Marvel movies were made by humans, so we are screwed either way. Well, I mean, that's I mean, phase 1, 2, and 3 on Marvel were pretty good, right? I mean, that was not bad. I think even like these movies did big numbers. Some of these movies were kind of, breaking. But when you start getting to like Thor: Love and Thunder, Taika Waititi, Jeff Goldblum, that was the actor I was trying to think of. Why was I trying to think of Jeff Goldblum earlier? Oh, Independence Day. Yeah, that's what I call. But these actors, could you imagine? I want to see the price tag for Doomsday. Could you imagine Doomsday? Robert Downey Jr. is getting $80 million. Is it worth it? Well, if the movie does 2, 3, 4 billion, well, it's not going to do. I was 2.1, 2.2 billion. But when you start taking, Hemsworth is in it. All those actors are going to take a big chunk. And I said yesterday, and I honestly believe this. I'm doing a video on my other channel, Poprageous, on this. I believe Disney will become a dinosaur. It will eventually have to sell off its properties. It has destroyed its properties. It has destroyed Marvel. It has destroyed Star Wars. Two properties that should be rocking it, right? They destroyed Doctor Who. Oh my God. Two, what was it? 1.5 seasons. That's all it took Disney. 1.5 seasons. They bought Fox Century 21 for $40 billion. Thank God Avatar was included in that. Holy, Avatar Fire and Ash is going to kick ass, guys. I think this movie, James Cameron, he took an extra year. Remember, he was going to do it 2024, 2025 release now. I think that there were story problems in Way of Water that he worked out. Because the way I described it, a bad screenplay is Lego block-like. Instead of scenes flowing with information, surprising you, twisting you, The Way of Water was Lego blocks. The second half of, or the final third of Frankenstein. Have you seen Frankenstein? Guillermo del Toro, great movie maker. Guys, he's a great movie maker. The guy's, he knows spectacle, how to create spectacle without getting tacky. But the second half, when the wedding started, Lego blocks. Every time there's Lego blocks, it turns into like, it's like there's an orange block, then there's a yellow block there. You see the blockiness of the story. This happens, then this happens. I think even the South Park guys, instead of saying, and then this happens, and then this happens, the way they put it, they said, but then this happens, but then this happens. And that's a great way of putting it from a screenwriting perspective. I think, like I say, and the second half of Guillermo Frankenstein, it was the way of Water, or The Shape of Water. Same movie, Same second half of the movie. It was The Shape of Water. It was a creature that was being abused by its keeper. And at the end of it, the creature, in this case, literally did walk into the sunset, right? Frankenstein. It was immortal. And I think a three-way. Frankenstein v. Wolverine v. Deadpool. Get Frankenstein in Doomsday. That's what I say. Titanic. I like the movie Titanic. I do. Titanic, I think, was a good movie. I really do. I think that for a 1997 movie, it was freaking brilliant. It was brilliant. His career is maybe worth that. Not a movie. His career is maybe worth that. Not a movie. I'm not sure which actor you mean, but movies are science fiction. I always say science fiction is an extension of science fact. Anyone who loves science fiction remembers, like I was born in 1967, right? So I do remember Dune. I remember the original Star Trek. I remember 2001: A Space Odyssey, Space 1999, Star Wars, the space shuttle, the moon landings, the death of Elvis Presley. Then we were going into Cosmos in 1980. Science fiction and science fact are kind of held together in a way that takes the imagination and allows scientists to dream. That doesn't mean doesn't mean we're going to have a warp drive anytime soon, but the dream of it could have little baby steps that make parts of it possible. And I think that's the problem with Hollywood. Science fact needs science fiction. And that is why on this channel, These Godless Universe, I intertwine the spectacle of science fiction movies with science fact. But you know what? We're going to leave it there for tonight. We're going to take this next week. It's Thanksgiving, guys, in the United States. Everyone else who is not in the United States, it's okay. And next week, we've got some new stuff going on. Great stuff. I thank you. And always, I thank you for hanging out with me because it is a small channel. Small channels need all the help we can get. And I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for being there with me and for me. Remember, Christmas Day, I'm doing 8 hours. Christmas Eve, 4 hours. I'll give you the times later on. Thanksgiving, I think I will do 4 hours because I don't have any family here in North America. It's all in Europe. So I might do that. So guys, thank you very much for another episode of A Godless Universe. I salute you. Cheers.
Okay, children, let's take our seats.
Yeah, baby. We'll do it live. Fuck it.